Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Gummmyyy, and today we're back once again for another tutorial, continuing with the Five Nights at Freddy's Freddy Fazbear Pizza restaurant tutorial. Today we're going to be doing the interior, or at least the kind of walls and layout within the interior. There will be an upcoming video in the next week or two, which goes more in depth around the actual interior with the details, chairs, tables, all that kind of good stuff. But as you can see in this video today, we're going to be focusing on the actual guts of the building. So building the various rooms, all the ceilings, the floors, everything in between. We'll have a little sneak peek in at the moment. Again, it's pretty dark because we haven't installed any of the kind of additional lighting or any of the various details. As I said, it's just a very bare bones kind of walls, floors, all that good stuff. But that is going to be the first step. So again, that's what we're going to be covering in today's video. Before we start the video, I want to give a huge shout out to the designers, and I want to also address a bit of a controversy with the previous video, so please do hear me out. So in the previous video, I had credited the builders Satori, Imran is Cool, aka SNI Minecraft, Taco Poopy, and J Plays MC. What was not to my attention at the time was the fact that this build was heavily based on the work of J Plays MC, otherwise known as Infinite Vault. So again, I want to give a huge shout out to Infinite Vault for the design for the building. Of course, there's a few adjustments Satori has done and the team, but again, it is heavily inspired by his work. So credit where credit is due. There'll be a link in the description, and I want to apologize again for the confusion with that and that not being there. So again, I want to make that clear. Apologies all round. But yeah, anyways, in today's video, as I said, we're going to be doing the interior, the walls, and the general layout. It's going to be a pretty lengthy video. It doesn't look like it would take long, but it is a pretty in-depth process. So we'll be going room by room, and hopefully it should be enjoyable. If you do enjoy the video, again, a like will be very much appreciated, and if you haven't already, you're part of the 80%, yes, you heard it, 80% of people that watch my videos but are not subscribed. Please do consider subscribing. The reason I say this, obviously, is because we are in a race to hit 100,000 subscribers, and we are on track to hit it just within 2020. So to secure it, to make it happen, to make the dream come true, if you could please subscribe if you haven't already, and get Gummmyyy hashtag to 100k, it would be very much appreciated. Again, if you have any comments, suggestions, anything at all, please do let me know in the comment section down below. And without further ado, let's jump straight into the tutorial. Just before the video starts, I want to do a quick little plug. If you do enjoy my content and want to support the channel, please consider using my support a creator code in the Fortnite item store. That is GUMMMYYY, so Gummmyyy with 3 M's and 3 Y's. This applies to all purchases on the item store. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps me create more regular content for you guys to hopefully enjoy. So the blocks you're going to need to build the interior, or the walls / inner building of the interior, is as following. We're going to have to do it in a chest because there is quite a lot of blocks you're going to need. So you will need polished andesite, polished diorite, sandstone, yellow concrete, black concrete, light grey concrete, red concrete, white concrete, grey concrete powder, black concrete powder, light grey concrete powder, grey concrete, blue concrete, green concrete, red concrete powder, bricks, dark oak planks, birch planks, red wool, white stained glass, redstone lamps, sea lanterns, block of redstone, gravel, black stained glass, packed ice, polished granite, terracotta, cyan terracotta, iron bars, stone brick stairs, nether brick slabs, quartz slabs, stone slabs, spruce wood slabs, brick slabs, and also, as you probably not see, the light grey stained glass panes. So again, if you want to grab as much as that as possible into your inventory, and we'll get straight into building, I'm going to grab the first 2 rows, and I think that will do me for the first part of the video, and we'll come and grab as necessary. We'll grab the slabs as well, just for good measure. Okie dokie. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to do section by section. We're going to start off with the dining area and stage area. We're then going to proceed to move around to the different rooms around the building. So we're going to start off at the front left door. What I've gone ahead and done, as you can see if you peep inside, is I've added a solid layer of the black concrete powder all in the interior of the build. So again, that should be in line with the entrance floor right here. And again, that's in line all the way across with solid black concrete powder. Now this will vary room to room, and there will be a bunch of it we're going to have to replace, but for now it's a good place to start with. But anyways, reverting back to the door right here. You can see we've got the big old door, and in between it, at the front entrance, we have a row of 3 grey concrete powder. Behind this, we're going to place a row of 3 stone brick stairs, and we're going to place them all facing towards the right side. And then behind this, we're going to place a row of 3 grey concrete powder. Now, to the left side, what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves some of our light grey concrete powder, some black concrete, some white concrete, and some red concrete. And we're going to go light grey concrete powder, black concrete, white concrete, and red concrete. On the right side, we're going to go light grey concrete powder, so we'll place the bottom one. We're going to place a second. We're going to place 1 black concrete, 1 white concrete, and once again, 1 red concrete. And it ends up looking something like this. Now, above the red concrete, we're going to place a row of 5 polished andesite. So again, that's going to link left side to right side. And then underneath this, we're going to place 3 stone brick stairs upside down towards the left side. And it's going to end up looking something like this. So again, if you want to pause, that is the front left doorway. If we head round to the right side, again, exact same applies. So starting off behind the grey concrete powder here, we're going to place 3 stone brick stairs facing towards the right side. On the left corner, we're going to go light grey concrete powder, followed by a white concrete, followed by 1 black concrete, 1 red, and then on the right side, we're going to replace the bottom one. We're going to place 2 light grey concrete powder, 1 white concrete, 1 black concrete, 1 red concrete, and then a row of polished andesite all the way across the top, with a stone brick stair row of 3 in total going upside down towards the left side. So that is the front right door. Now, of course, we're not going to finish there, so what we are indeed going to do is we're going to sneak on into the actual building itself, and behind this, we're going to grab ourselves our yellow concrete. Behind this row, or outline that we've built previously, we're going to add a second layer. So we're going to go yellow concrete, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. We're then going to go to the right, yellow, black, yellow, black, and then work our way down yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow. And it ends up giving you an arch that looks like this. We're going to repeat this on the right side, so again, exact same logic applies. We're going to go yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Over to the right side, yellow, black, and then down, yellow, black, yellow, black, and finally yellow. As you can see, that gives us our 2 doors, and that's going to be the starting point for the build. So we're going to start off on the right side, so this one here, and to the right of this door, we're going to go diagonal to the left, and we're going to grab ourselves a few materials. So we're going to grab ourselves our light grey concrete powder, our black concrete, our white concrete, our red concrete, and also our light grey concrete. So let me grab those few blocks. And what we're going to do is from this yellow concrete here, we're going to go diagonal to the left, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3 light grey concrete powder. Above this, we're going to go white, black, white, and we're going to checkerboard this. So it's going to be alternatives, so black, white, black. And on top of that, we're going to place a row of 3 red concrete. From here, we're going to place 4 rows of light grey concrete. So again, that is 4 rows of light grey concrete. And that's going to give you an indication as to how tall the room is going to be at the start. Above the yellow and black here, we're going to place a row of 2 light grey concrete, and we're going to do that all the way across. And then to the right of the door, we're going to place 2 light grey concrete powder. On top of this, white, black. On top of that, black, white. On top of that, 2 red, and then 4 rows of light grey concrete. And it's going to end up looking something like this. Now to finish this section off, we're going to do two things. First off, on the left side, we're going to go diagonal forwards to the left, and we're going to build up 8 using black concrete. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so it should come up to the exact same height as the light grey concrete, and we're going to do the exact same on the right side. So we go 4 diagonal to the right, ends up looking something like this. Final step, we're going to grab ourselves our nether brick slabs, and in between the black concretes on the top row, bottom half of the layer, we're going to place 10 nether brick slabs like so, linking left side to right side, and as simple as that, that is the doorway complete. Now, what we're going to do is start working our way towards the stage area. So if we come around to the left side, we're first off going to expand the black concrete, 1 to the left using black concrete, and on top of that, 1 nether brick slab. Behind this, we're going to place a row of 8 red concrete. So again, that's 8 red concrete. We're then going to grab ourselves our sandstone, and we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 to the left, and we're going to do this 3 layers in total. On top of the third layer, we're going to grab ourselves our black concrete powder and also our polished diorite. We're going to go black concrete powder, diorite, black concrete powder, and we're going to alternate it. So again, polished diorite, black concrete powder, polished diorite. From this diorite here, we're going to expand 1 to the left, and we're going to continue this all the way across. But before we do that, we need to build a platform so that the concrete powder does not fall. So underneath the diorite here, we're going to place a quartz slab, and we're going to go 4 blocks to the left, so 1, 2, 3, 4. In line with the dispensers right in the middle, what we're going to do is we're going to place a polished diorite. We're then going to build down 1, 2, 3 using our sandstone, and we're going to continue all the way across to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then once we hit this side, there'll be another block at the edge, just like we had on that side. So going back to the right side here, we're going to go black concrete powder, polished diorite, black concrete powder, diorite, black concrete powder, diorite, etc., all the way across, and it ends up looking something like this. What we're then going to do is on top of all of this, we're going to grab ourselves our bricks, and we're going to place 3 layers of bricks on each of the blocks that we've just placed. Again, that's 3 layers of bricks all the way across. That's going to wrap it up and give it this kind of curved finish effect. As you can see, kind of wraps around the corner, and that is completely intentional. What we're then going to do is on the front right corner, front left, we're going to do again our 3x3 of sandstone, and above this we're going to go black concrete powder, diorite, black concrete powder in the corner, and then alternate it. So again, diorite, concrete powder, diorite, and on top of this we're going to do our 3 layers of bricks. And as simple as that, that is the front corner of the stage in terms of itself. We're then going to go in front of the sandstone, an 8 tall area of red concrete. We're then going to go diagonal to the left and do an 8 tall area of black concrete with 1 block to the right, and on top of that 1 block we're of course going to put a nether brick slab so that it is mirrored to the right side. The next step we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves our dark oak planks, and this area in the middle we're going to expand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forwards, and we're going to do this all the way across using our dark oak planks. Now the point of this is going to be the stage area. So again, this is going to be the stage where the characters will be standing, the band will be playing, all the good stuff will be happening, but of course for now, as I said, we're only going to be doing the very basics. So that's going to be the stage area. Of course, we'll add the props, the scenery in a later video. So if you want to pause, you're more than welcome to do so. And yeah, what we're going to do is now continue round to the left side, again continuing with the door. So we're going to start off with our light grey concrete powder, just as we did before. We're going to go diagonal, we're going to place 1, 2, 3. On top of this, we're going to go black concrete, black, and we're going to alternate it, so white, black, white. On top of that, 3 blocks of red concrete, and on top of that, 4 layers of light grey concrete until it matches the exact same height as the black concrete. We're then going to go 4 blocks to the left, 5 blocks to the left, 2 tall, using our light grey, and just like we did on the other side, we're then going to go to the left of the door, 2 light grey concrete powder. Again, we're going to alternate it, so white, black, white, 2 red, and then 4 layers of light grey concrete to bring us up and give us something that looks like this. Once we've done that, we're going to go diagonal forwards and we're going to build up 8 tall using our black concrete. And if I zoom out now, you should have something total which looks like this. You can see the 2 doors symmetrical both left and right with the stage in the middle. So again, I'll go and give you guys an opportunity to pause. So that's going to be the left door. Then we have the stage area and then the right door. So, pretty simple. As I said, that is the front side complete. We're now going to start working our way around to the other side of the main dining area. So, what we're going to do is from this black concrete here, we're going to go diagonal to the left, forwards, as you can see, using our light grey concrete powder. We're then going to punch out 2 blocks, and we're going to go black concrete, white concrete, and then we're going to place a light grey concrete powder. Now, on top of the first one, we're going to go up, so we're going to go white concrete, black concrete, red concrete, and then, just like before, 4 light grey concrete. From the red concrete here, we're then going to expand to the side. So we're going to go 18 blocks to the left, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And what we're then going to do is build down 1 using black concrete, 1 using white, and then 1 using light grey concrete powder. From this concrete powder, we're going to go 15 blocks to the right, and it should link up with the block we placed previously for the final block. We're then on top of this going to alternate between the black and white concrete. So starting off with black on the first layer on the right side, we're going to go black, white, and you get the idea. So I guess the easier way of doing this would just be to do what you've just seen me do there, which is to place all of one colour first, between the 2 layers. Of course, it's going to be 2 layers tall, and just alternate it between the 2 colours. As I said, once you've done that, it ends up looking something like this. On top of the red concrete, just like we did before, we're going to do 4 layers of our light grey concrete. And again, that's going to be the general theme for the main room. Of course, each of the rooms will vary in terms of height and dimensions, but we'll worry about that later on in the video. So for now, the wall ends up looking something like this. What we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves our red wall. We're also going to grab ourselves some nether brick slabs. Now this is a slight detail, it's nothing too major, but we're going to do it nonetheless. What we're going to do is we're going to start off in the top right corner, next to the black concrete here. On the lower half of the block, we're going to place 2 nether brick slabs. We're then going to place a red wall. Whoops, that is not a red wall, that is a red concrete powder. We'll actually grab ourselves a red wall, just so it doesn't fall. And we're going to place 1 red wall. So again, that's 1 red wall. 3 nether brick slabs. 1 red wall. 1 nether brick slab. 1 red wall. 3 nether brick slabs. Red wall. 1 nether brick slab. 1 red wall. 3 nether brick slabs. And 1 red wall. Now underneath the red wall, starting on the left side, we're going to place 5 red wall. Leave a 1 block gap. 5 red wall. 1 block gap. 5 red wall. And then underneath this, simple enough, we're going to leave 1 block, place 3, leave 1 block, place 3, leave 1 block, place 3, and it ends up giving you something that looks like this. So again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. Another one thing I almost forgot to do is on this side on the door, of course, on the top row, bottom half of the layer, you want to place a solid row of nether brick slabs all the way across. You can see that's kind of a common theme wrapping around the top side of the room. So anyways, continuing now, what we're going to do, so we've got the door there, which is for the little storage area and repair room. We're going to build the door here for Foxy's Pirate Cove. So let's grab ourselves our grey concrete. What we're going to do is go diagonal forwards, and we're going to build up 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're then going to build to the left 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and build down to the floor. Like so, and that's going to give you a 7 tall by 7 wide door. What we're then going to do is in the middle, on the top row, we're going to place a row of 5 stone slabs. That's going to go backwards, and that's going to be our door area. Now, to the left of this, we're going to continue. So we're going to go diagonal to the left, using our light grey concrete powder. We're then going to place 1 white concrete. We're going to grab ourselves a black concrete. then a red concrete, and then 4 of our lovely light grey concrete, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to place a row all the way across the top, linking up with the side here, using our light grey concrete around the top of the doorway. We're also going to continue our nether brick slabs, so on the top of the grey concrete, we're going to build all the way across, and as I said, continue the nether brick slabs so it wraps around the top side of the building. Diagonal forwards to the left, we're then going to build an 8 tall area of black concrete, and that's going to be the edge. So again, Pirates Cove is going to be behind here, another room's going to be here, and then we're now going to work around to the rear side of the dining area once we loop around, as I said previously. So what we're going to do is from this black concrete here, we're going to once again go diagonal forwards, and we're going to expand 8 blocks to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's 9 blocks in total. On top of this, again, alternate between white concrete and black concrete, starting off with the white concrete first on the left side. Again, it's 9 blocks in total. And on top of that, we're going to place a row of 9 red concrete, and then we're going to place 4 rows of 9 light grey concrete. So again, that's 4 rows of 9 light grey concrete. What we're then going to do is we're going to leave a 1, 2, 3 block gap, and on this 4th block here, we're going to place 1 light grey concrete powder. We're then going to place 1 white concrete, 1 black concrete, 1 red, and then 4 light grey. We're then going to link at the top by placing 3 in the middle. Underneath this, place 3 more. And then underneath that, we are going to need to grab ourselves our yellow concrete. We're going to place 1 yellow, 1 black, 1 yellow. And then underneath this, we're going to place 3 stone slabs. And it ends up looking something like this. So again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. The next step we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves our grey concrete. We're going to go diagonal forwards to the left, and we're going to build up 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Grab yourself your nether brick slab back, and on the lower half of the top row, go all the way across. It should be 13 in total using your nether brick slabs. And you can see that is the back right corner of the dining hall area. What we're then going to do is grab yourself once again the grey concrete. From this grey concrete pillar here, we're going to leave a 5 block gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And on the 6th block, we're going to build up once again 8 blocks in total. For the 2 top layers, we are going to grab ourselves our light grey concrete, and behind it, so technically I guess you could say indenting it, for the top 2 layers, we're going to place a row of 5 light grey concrete in the middle. We're then going to grab ourselves our nether brick slabs, and on the lower half of the upper block, once again 5 nether brick slabs in the middle. Now we'll worry about the actual room itself later on in the video, so don't you worry about that for now. As I said, we'll come back to that later on. We're now going to continue around to the left side. You can see we're making really, really good progress so far, but we shall continue to make sure we don't fall behind. What we're going to do is grab ourselves our light grey concrete powder. We're going to go diagonal to the left, leave a 1, 2, 3 block gap, and then place 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, followed by 1 red concrete. Leave a 2 block gap, 1 red concrete, and then 3 light grey concrete powder. Starting off on the light grey concrete powder on the right side, we're going to go white, black, red, followed by 4 light grey concrete. On this side, we're then going to go white, black, black, and white, and again alternate between them for the second layer. Solid row of 5 red, followed by 4 layers of light grey concrete on top. For the section to the left of this, we're going to build up 1, 2, 3 using the red concrete. We're then going to build over to the left side, 1, 2, 3, and down 1, 2. We're also then going to expand it a further 1, 2, 3 to the left. In this gap here, we're going to have a window, but we'll worry about that once we get round to the kitchen section. On top of it, once again, it's going to be our 4 rows of light grey concrete. So 4 rows again of light grey concrete. You've probably guessed what's coming already. On the top row, on the lower half, we're going to place a solid row all the way across using our nether brick slabs. In this gap here, we're going to place 2 rows of 3 light grey concrete. Underneath this, we're going to place yellow, black, yellow, and underneath that, we're going to grab ourselves our stone slabs, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and cap it off like so. So again, pretty symmetrical to the other side, just with the exception of the kitchen area, which of course is going to look slightly different. What we'll do is we'll expand 1 further to the left. On top of this, we're going to go 1 black concrete, 1 white concrete. We'll also do 1 red and 4 light grey. However, we won't extend the nether brick slab because this will be covered. This is going to form the next part of the final wall. So from here, as I said, we're going to loop around and link this part to the front door like so. So from this block here, we're going to go 17 blocks to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. As I said before, same old fun of intertwining between the 2 colours, so white and black. Again, starting off with the white block, just so it matches up on the right side with the blocks already placed. So again, a case of just going between the 2. Hopefully you've kind of mastered the art of what I'm doing right here, which is just intertwining them one at a time. Makes it slightly easier. On top of that, as you've just seen me do, without really mentioning, is going to be a row of red concrete, followed by 4 layers of light grey concrete, as is kind of standard with this room, as you've seen throughout the build so far. So as I fill this in, what we're then going to do is leave a gap for a doorway. So we're going to leave a 1, 2, 3 block gap. We're then going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 light grey concrete powder. We're then going to start with black concrete, and we're going to go white, black, you get the idea. So again, intertwining between the 2, followed by a layer of red concrete, followed by 4 layers of light grey concrete. So again, that's 4 layers of light grey concrete. And then we're going to join in the middle by linking up the red concrete, 3 in the middle, fill in the remaining gap above using light grey concrete, and then, just like we did previously, grab yourself your nether brick slabs, and on the top layer, like so, bottom side of the layer, we're going to build all the way across using our nether brick slabs. And like that, that is the exterior walls for the main dining area, which is of course the main part of the build, as you can tell by the amount of space it takes up. So of course we are not finished. I'm going to add some more detail. We're going to change a bunch of detailing with the floor, but once we've done that, we're going to split off and kind of start working on the ceiling, some of the other side rooms, and making some just general build progress. Okie dokie, so the next step we're going to be working on is going to be the floor in the middle. Of course, the majority of the detail, as I've mentioned before, is going to be included in the next video on the actual kind of interior details. But in this video, we will crack on with the floor. So you're going to need blue concrete and red concrete. And what we're going to start off by doing is coming to the front door. From the front perspective, it's going to be the left door to the yellow concrete right here. What we're then going to do is count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, we're going to replace it with a red concrete. So again, just from a perspective above, again, it's in the front left corner of the dining hall area. Now, in front of this, we're going to go blue concrete, red concrete, blue concrete, red concrete. We're then going to expand to the left, and we're going to, again, alternate between the 2. So what I'll do, as I've done before, is just punch out 1 and then come back and do the other one. We're then going to do this for 2 more rows. So again, alternate between the 2 colours so that they do not come together. They kind of crisscross in this checkerboard pattern, as you can see, of red and blue concrete. So that's going to link up to the door right here. In this door, we're going to place in between 3 of our polished diorite, and that's going to link in with the toilet / restroom area. And again, we'll come back to that later on in the video. For the next point, we're going to continue behind this red concrete here, and we're going to go all the way to the edge, minus 5 blocks. So again, it's going to be alternating between red and blue. The final block is going to be a red block, and again there should be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block gap, and as you can see, if you've done it correctly, it will line up with this light grey concrete powder right here. As I said before, again, exact same applies, so it's going to go red, blue, all the way across like so. The next step we're going to do is start working our way over towards the right side. So we're going to start off by coming to the grey concrete, the front of this doorway here. We're going to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4 block gap, and on the 5th block we're going to place a blue concrete. We're going to go forwards, red, blue, and red, and if you've done it correctly, it should line up with the red concrete on the other side. We're going to continue this all the way to the side as well, so towards the front of the building, and you're just going to want to make sure it lines up, as you can see right here, with the red concrete on the other side. So you can see in total, looks like this, and we'll fill in the blue on camera. Now the next step in between this, as you can imagine, is going to be filling this whole area in with the blue and red squares. Of course, I'm not going to do this on camera, so I'm going to pause the video here and we'll come back once that is complete. Okie dokie, so as you can see, I've gone ahead and filled this all in. It's a solid checkerboard pattern of blue and red concrete, and again follows the exact same measurements as I mentioned before. So again, 5 block gap on this side, there's going to be a 4 block gap at the front, and then I believe also again a 5 block gap on the right side. So that is the floor in the middle. Again, a lot of detail will be going into this in the next video. What we're also going to do now to wrap up this area is we're going to chuck on the roof. Now the roof is going to be solid of our polished diorite. What we're going to do is we're going to come to the corner on top of the black concrete here, and essentially on top of this in line, so there should be this kind of half block gap, we're going to fill the complete area in above the dining area with our polished diorite. Now there is going to be some areas where we're going to punch out holes for lighting, but we'll worry about that afterwards. Again, because this is quite a lengthy process, I'm going to cut this out, so you'll see me in a moment with the roof complete. Alrighty, so once you've done that, it will look something like this. Again, I've not done it all the way around the edges, I've just covered up what is necessary. If we pop into here, you'll see, as I said, there should be a solid roof. It's going to be really dark in here, and we'll worry about that in a second. But again, that is the basic roof complete. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have to pop back to the box over here. We're going to grab ourselves our white stained glass, our redstone lamps, and also our blocks of redstone. Grab these onto your hotbar, and what we're going to do is start installing some lights in the ceiling. We'll also grab the sea lanterns, because we're going to be using those in a second. We'll start off with those. So we're going to come to the front area, this part here, just above where the stage is. Come to the second row and to the 6th block from left. So again, that's the 6th block from left, and what we're going to do is punch out the 1st and 2nd block. We're going to replace it with 2 of our white glass, and then we're going to place 2 sea lanterns directly on top. And if we come into the actual restaurant bit, you'll now see there should be a light source just directly above the stage area. So again, what we'll do, we'll actually extend it one over to the side just to make it a little more symmetrical. We're going to place one more and place a 3rd sea lantern, and again that's a 5 block gap on the left and a 5 block gap on the right. Now with regards to the main hall area itself, we're going to start off at the front left corner of the build, so this point right here. We're going to come to the 2nd block and to the right side, and then we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. From here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 blocks of redstone. We're going to leave a 1, 2, 3 block gap and place 1, 2, 3 blocks of redstone, 1, 2, 3 block gap, and then 1, 2, 3 of redstone. And if you've done it correctly, there should be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 block gap to the end. And it ends up looking like this. Now, what we're using the redstone for is, of course, powering the redstone lamps. What we're going to do is, to the side of each of these layers, we're going to mimic the exact same design. So, everything we do on this first layer, we're going to copy with the 2nd and 3rd. So starting off, to the right of this redstone blocks, we're going to place a 2x3 area, or should I say replace a 2x3 area in the floor using our white stained glass. To the right of this, we're going to place 3 redstone blocks. We're then going to leave a 3 block gap and place another row of 3 redstone blocks, punch out another 3x2 area of glass, and then follow that up with another row of 3 redstone blocks. And it's going to follow this kind of similar pattern of redstone blocks, 2 rows of lamps, and row of redstone blocks. So the next row, we're going to place 3 redstone blocks, punch out a 3x2, and then place 3 redstone blocks. Once again, 3 redstone blocks, punch out a 3x2, and 3 redstone blocks. You can see currently we have 3 of these kind of light areas, 3 windows, should you say. We're going to add 2 more. So again, continuing, we're going to place 3 redstone blocks, 3x2 area, 3 redstone blocks, 3 redstone blocks, 3x2 area, and then 3 redstone blocks. And again, fill in all the 3x2 areas with our white stained glass, and it will end up looking something like this. What we're then going to do is on the right side, we're going to leave 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks this time, and we're going to place 3 redstone blocks. We'll punch out again a 3x2 area, and we're going to place 3 more redstone blocks. So again, you don't have to place all these redstone blocks. I guess it just makes it easier to track and to follow. The main thing to point out is you will need, of course, a power source for the lamps, otherwise they will not go on. What you can do if you want to wire it up is make it so they're all attached to a switch or a signal of some sort, and you can make them flicker and all that good stuff if you want to make things a little more creepy. What we're then going to do is on top of all the windows is we're going to place redstone lamps. So again, on top of all the windows that we placed previously, we're going to place some redstone lamps, so 3x2s of redstone lamps on each and every window that we placed previously. And what this is going to give us is a subtle and discrete light source into the inner dining hall. So if you come into the building, you can now see we've got some lights coming through the ceiling, nothing too major, but does give it kind of a little bit more illumination compared to what it was previously. We're going to repeat the exact same procedure, so the exact same pattern, twice more, following the in line with the 2 rows that we did previously. So I'm going to do that off camera, of course, and I'll be back in a moment once we have this completed. Okay, and once you've done that, it ends up looking something like this. So if we run inside real quick, you'll see, again, not too kind of lit up, but the idea is, again, that kind of subtle light, so it's not completely dark, still has a little bit of light coming out, but still has that kind of creepy, eerie vibe to it. Anyways, what we're going to do now is we're going to come to this central area right here in between the 2 grey concrete pillars, and we're going to grab ourselves our light grey concrete powder. Behind this grey concrete here, we're going to place 1 light grey concrete, we're going to leave a 1 block gap and place 1 light grey concrete. From here, we're going to grab ourselves our birch planks and we're going to go diagonal to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, and then we're again going to go diagonal and we're going to place 3 light grey concrete powders. Now, on top of this, we are going to grab ourselves our black concrete and also our white concrete, and we're going back to this kind of similar pattern. We'll also grab some red concrete. So we're going to start off here by placing 1 black concrete with 1 white concrete on top. On top of this one, we're going to place 1 black, 1 white, and then to the left, 1 black, and you're going to leave a 2 block gap here. That's going to be a doorway. In this gap here, you're going to place 1 white concrete, and then above it, we're going to cap it off with 3 blocks of red concrete, and then 2 layers of light grey concrete to bring us all the way to the top. On the right side, exact same applies. So we're going to go black, white, black, then we're going to go white, black, white. We're then going to place 3 blocks of red concrete, followed by 2 layers of light grey concrete to bring us to the top. And for the rear area, this backboard here, we're just going to build up 5 layers using our birch planks. So it's going to be a 6x6 square of birch planks, and that's going to give us this little kind of secluded tuckaway area here. We'll cover up the roof just as we did previously on the other side with our diorite. So let me grab some of the polished diorite. And what we're going to do is, if I grab myself as well some stone slabs, we're going to build across at the top. So directly underneath the light grey concrete at the top, we're going to place 5 of our stone slabs. And then behind the light grey concrete, just here, we're going to place a 5x2 area of our polished diorite. What we're also going to do is in the middle one, we're going to place 1 block behind, punch out this block, place a white stained glass. We're then going to grab ourselves a redstone lamp and a redstone. We'll place one redstone lamp directly above the window, one block next to it to power it. As you'll see, you'll then have a little light source in this area as well. So that's that little area complete. Again, as I mentioned before, there'll be some more detail in the next video, so don't you worry. But for the next step now, we're going to head over to this side to the Pirates Cove area. So, as you can see, we've got this big old arch, this big grey concrete arch. We're going to start off working from here by grabbing ourselves our grey concrete, and we're going to add a second layer behind it. So in line with the concrete powder and all the good stuff we built previously, we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll bridge across and down, and we're essentially going to make this grey concrete area 2 blocks wide. We're going to extend the stone slabs backwards as well, so again, bring them back 1 layer. It's going to be 5 blocks wide as it was previously. What we're then going to do is behind this, we're going to start working on the actual Pirates Cove area. So the blocks you're going to need to build this are very similar to the other areas. You're going to need your light grey concrete powder, you're going to need your red concrete, your white concrete, black concrete, and also our grey concrete powder and grey concrete. So, as I said, we're going to start off directly behind the grey concrete here by placing 1, 2, 3, 4 light grey concrete powder. From here, we're going to place on top of this 4 red concrete. We're then going to start from left to right by going black, white, and again alternate it for the second layer, so white, black, black. And then on top of this, we're going to add another layer of 3 red concrete, and then we're going to go grey concrete powder, grey concrete powder, and we're going to make this 3 blocks tall in total. So that's again to the left of the door if you're looking at it from this perspective. What we're going to do is we're also going to expand the stone slabs backwards a 3rd row, and on top of this we're going to place, starting from left to right, 2 grey concrete, 2 grey concrete powder, 2 grey concrete, 2 grey concrete powder, and 2 grey concrete. To the right of the door, we're going to place, so directly in front of the grey concrete, 4 light grey concrete powder, 4 red concrete. We're then going to go white, black, black, followed by black, white, followed by 4 red concrete, and then once again we're going to alternate between the grey concrete powder, grey concrete powder, and grey concrete. So again, 4 on the left and 4 on the right, and it ends up looking something like this. That's going to be the front entrance area to the Pirates Cove area. We're going to move around to the left side now, and using our light grey concrete powder, we're going to go diagonal to the left, and we're going to extend 11 blocks to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then this 11th block will be the final one, building into the wall area. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to add a layer of red concrete. On top of this, we're then going to go white concrete, black, white, and white. And then we're going to alternate it again, so all the way across, like so. Followed by a layer, once again, of our red concrete. And then we're going to alternate at the top between the grey concrete powder, so 3 grey concrete powder, followed by 3 grey concrete, and it alternates between the 2 like so. And once you've done that, as simple as that, that's going to be the left side of the Pirates Cove area from this perspective. So again, if you want to pause, you're more than welcome to do so. Once again, that's going to be 11 wide, 12 if you include this block right here, which we're going to build off when building the wall area. So for the rear wall, directly in front of this andesite here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to the side. So again, that's 13 blocks to the side. We're going to add a row of 13 red concrete, followed by 13 blocks again, alternating between black and white. So we'll start off by white, we'll go black, and then I'll fill in all the white afterwards. It doesn't really matter if it meets in the corner like that occasionally, that's completely fine. As long as the actual main rows itself are alternating, that is what we are aiming for. Again, on top of this, we're going to place a row of 13 red concrete. we're then going to alternate between the grey concrete and the grey concrete powder, and that's going to leave us with one final side before we start working on the roof for this area. So again, between the grey concrete powder and the grey concrete, and it's going to give you this nice, simple, yet effective striped pattern, which if I back up, you can see looks like this. So again, very, very simple so far, and this point does link in with the wall. You can't actually punch this out because it could, well, you could actually, but it may cause some issues with the outside of the build, so I would not recommend. We'll just keep it, but again, it doesn't matter because it would be hidden anyways. That brings us now to the final side of Pirates Cove. This side actually blends in with this window area we have here, so bear that in mind. We're going to start off in the front left corner by going diagonal. We're going to place a row of 12 of our light grey concrete powder. On top of this, we're going to place 3 red concrete. We're then going to grab ourselves our quartz slabs, and we're going to place 5 quartz slabs, followed by 3 red concrete. What we're then going to do is on top of this, we're going to go 1 black concrete, white, black, and on top of that, again, white, black, white. On top of this, 3 of our red concrete, and we're actually going to extend over to the right side. So extend all the way across in this little gap here. Again, we're going to alternate between the black, white, black, and again, second layer, exact same. That's going to leave this window open area. And on the top, we're going to place a row of 5 quartz slabs just to kind of encase the window in the wall. For the top area, once again, you know what I'm going to say. It's alternating between the grey concrete powder and the grey concrete. All of them are 3 blocks tall in total. And again, as long as you're alternating between the two, it doesn't really matter what it looks like. So from above, ends up looking something like this. Again, a very simple, very plain room. What we're going to do for the ceiling is just as simple. So we're going to once again grab ourselves our polished diorite, and we're going to add a layer on top, so up diagonal from the previous layers, so 1 block above. So simply just on top of any of the grey concrete or grey concrete powder, just go up 1, and that's the layer you want to be building on. So we're going to do this all the way across. We're going to have a small light in the middle, which is going to be a 3x2 area, once again using our redstone lamps and also our glass blocks. And you can hide more lighting in the actual room, but I'll talk about this again in the kind of interior details video. So again, if you're excited for that, please leave a like on the video, show some support, and also maybe leave a comment, and it'll be greatly appreciated. But yeah, as I said, I'm just wrapping up the roof here, and then we'll go straight into adding the lighting, and then move straight onto the next room. So you can see, again, exact same as before, using our polished diorite, nice and simple. We're going to grab ourselves our white stained glass, our redstone lamps, and our redstone, and we're going to start off at the bottom left corner from the front perspective of the room, the front side being where the door is. From here, we are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th block, we're then going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, we're going to punch out 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So again, there is a 5 block gap to the left, a 5 block gap to the right, a 4 block gap forwards, and a 5 block gap backwards. So it's not perfectly centered, but of course the room, that's not possible. So we work with what we have. On top of this, we're going to have a 2x3 area of redstone lamps, and then you can simply surround the lamps with redstone blocks, as you can see, like so. And as I said, if we jump on into the room, you'll see that we have the little light source coming through the ceiling. Again, subtle, and doesn't really actually light it up too much, but as I said, we will be adding some lamps in the interior video, so as long as you have it looking something like this, what I'll do just for actually being able to see in the video, so you don't have to do this, is I'll just add some lights in the corners, and again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. So again, this is the Pirates Cove area. There'll be a whole bunch of detail we'll be adding to this in the next video, so again, stay tuned for that. Anyways, moving on to the next area now, and we're going to be working on the repair/storage area, which is directly to the right of Pirates Cove. It's going to be in this little area here, which is nice and handy to get to. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to the front corner here, so directly behind this black concrete. We're going to come to the doorway, which is to the right of it, and behind the light grey concrete powder and the white concrete, we're going to grab ourselves our green concrete and our light grey concrete powder. That's going to be the two main materials we're using for this room. Behind this door area here, we're going to place 2 green concrete, and on top of that, we're going to place 5 light grey concrete powder. To the right of this, we're going to leave a 1-2 block gap, and then we're going to place 2 green concrete, and then again, on top of that, 5 light grey concrete powder. We're going to grab ourselves our quartz slabs, and just above the light grey concrete powder here, so on the upper half of this first row, we're going to place 2 quartz slabs, and on top of this, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 light grey concrete powder on top of each. So again, this is going to be the little doorway, as you can see, like so. From this side, we're going to expand 9 blocks to the right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On top of this, we're going to add a second layer of green concrete, and then we're going to add 5 layers of our light grey concrete powder, so it's going to be a 10 wide area, and it's going to be 13 tall in total when you consider the doorway included. So again, 5 tall of light grey concrete powder. That's going to be the first wall, the front wall, the door wall, if you will. And again, if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. 2 layers of green, 5 layers of light grey concrete powder, 13 wide, 10 wide on the right side. Heading around to the left, we're going to go diagonal. From this green concrete here, we're going to go 8 blocks to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 blocks in total. Nice and simple. We're going to add a second layer of green concrete. And then nice and easy is going to be 5 layers of light grey concrete powder. So once again, that's 5 layers of light grey concrete powder. Each layer is 9 blocks wide. And it's very, very simple. That's all that really needs to be said. So again, from a corner angle, looks like this. We're then going to merge around to the rear side now. So once again, we're going to go diagonal. We're going to go 12 blocks to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Second layer of green concrete. And then 5 layers of light grey concrete powder directly on top. That's going to bring us around to the final side, the final wall now, which is of course going to be the right side. So again, as I finish this up, try not to drop some concrete powder. That's going to be the rear side, 13 wide, 7 blocks tall. That's 2 layers of green, 5 layers of light grey concrete powder. For the final side, we're going to go diagonal to the left again. We're going to punch out that block. We're going to go 8 blocks to the left, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should link up diagonally with the block we placed previously, the wall we placed originally. 2 layers of green, 5 layers of light grey concrete powder. You probably got the memo by now. Nice and simple. In this room, we are going to be replacing the floor, so that's something we haven't done in the Pirates Cove area. That's completely fine. We don't need to do it. In this room, we will be moving to a checkerboard pattern. We're also going to be adding some lighting. So on the ceiling, we're going to once again grab ourselves our polished diorite. On top of any of the light grey concrete powders, just place a diorite, go 1 forwards, and that's where the roof is going to be. So we're going to fill this in solid. I'll do this all off camera. I'm also going to change the floor to our checkerboard pattern. The way to start this will come to the back left corner. We're going to place it in the back left corner. It doesn't really matter actually really how you place it, as long as it's black and white. But I'm going to start off with white, and then we're going to go black, white, all the way across. You get the idea, and it's going to finish in the back rear right corner, again with white concrete. Work your way forwards, fill the room with the white and black checkerboard pattern, and as I said, I'll be back in a moment once I've completed that. Alrighty, so as you can see, I've gone ahead and filled in the roof area. What I'm going to do is grab myself, once again, the redstone lamps and blocks of redstone. We're going to come to the front left corner, again starting on the wall with the door. So I guess technically on facing towards the right side of the building. We're going to go from the bottom left corner, diagonal twice to the right. We're going to punch out 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to add a second row, so it's going to be a 4x2 area. Once again, fill that all in with glass. What we're then going to do is leave a 1 block gap, and we're going to place another 4x2 of glass directly behind it. We're going to leave a 1 block gap to the right, place again a second 4x2, and then 1 block forwards, and then place our 4th and final 4x2 area. On top of all of these, we're going to place our redstone lamps, and then surrounding the lamps to give them power, we're going to place whatever you want to place, whether that's blocks, torches, levers, anything at all. I'm going to place blocks just because it's easy to do. and I'm not going to be doing any fancy contraptions with the lighting, so we'll keep it simple for now. So as you can see from above, it looks like this. If we head on into the actual room, I'll show you what I've done with the floor. So again, it's following the same checkerboard pattern, links up with the doorway that we did earlier, and again, this is going to be the repairs/storage room. So that is the inside. The next room we're going to be focusing on is going to be the safe room. So we're actually swapping sides. That's the right side of the building complete. We're actually now going to head over to the left side and start making some progress here. So of course we've got the safe room, the restrooms/bathrooms, the kitchen area, and then of course once we get to the corridors, office, etc. So we're going to start off again, as I said, with the safe room, which is at the front left corner of the build. What we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves some materials, and the main one we're going to need for this area is going to be your diorite, wherever I've chucked that. So the polished diorite. We're also going to need some gravel, so I believe I've left this in the chest. We'll go grab it now. So some gravel and also some black stained glass. So grab those materials. We're then going to head on over and start making some progress. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off in the front corner, so directly behind the black concrete here. We are going to go diagonal to the side, and right here we're going to place a black concrete, and then to the right of this we're going to grab ourselves our light grey concrete powder. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now ignore this spruce, we're going to get rid of that. That was just there as kind of a filler so you couldn't see through, but we'll worry about that in a second. And on top of this, we're going to place, starting on the left side, so ignore the black concrete, we're going to place 1 black concrete. We're then going to grab ourselves our spruce wood slabs, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're then going to place 1 black concrete and 1 polished diorite. On the next layer, again starting from the left side, we're going to place a polished diorite. On the upper half of the block, we're going to place 3 spruce wood slabs. We're then going to go to the lower half, place 3 more, place 1 polished diorite, 1 black concrete, and that's going to be that row. So again, all the slabs so far should be filling in the gaps, as you can see. We're going to substitute out the red concrete for red concrete powder. On top of the polished diorite, we're going to place 1 red concrete powder. Then we're going to place 6 of our slabs on the upper half of the block, again to cover the gaps. We're then going to place 2 red concrete powder. And on top of this, we're going to place 3 layers of 9 blocks of gravel. So again, that's 3 layers of 9 blocks of gravel all the way across. And that's going to be the first wall, which is going to line up, as I said, with the rear of the front wall of the exterior. Again, in perspective as to where we are from this black concrete here. So you're going to go diagonal and to the right one, and then start like so. So again, backing up, that's going to be the first wall of this secret safe room. What we're then going to do is from this bottom left corner here, go diagonal. We're going to extend 5 to the left, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top of this, we're going to go polished diorite, black concrete. Let me actually swap this around a little bit so it's a bit more easy. Polished diorite, black concrete, polished diorite, black concrete. And we do the second layer again, so black concrete, diorite, black concrete, diorite, black concrete, diorite. And on top of this, a row of 6 red concrete powder. On top of that, 3 rows of 6 blocks of gravel. So that's going to be the front side of the room, which is going to link to the wall we did previously. What we're going to do is we're then going to go diagonal to the left again with a light grey concrete powder. We're going to place on top of this polished diorite, black concrete, red concrete powder, and 3 layers of gravel. The bit to the side of this, so this is going to be where the kind of covered up door is going to be. We're going to grab ourselves our brick stairs, which I don't actually have, so let's run over to the chest and grab them. Apparently I did not grab any, that's perfect. So we will grab some brick stairs, and we are going to start making the secret door area. So we're going to start off by placing a door, a brick stair facing towards the left side. We're then going to place one facing towards the right side. Above this, we're going to place a brick, and then to the right of this, an upside down brick stair facing towards the right side. We're then going to place once again an upside down brick facing towards the right side, so a little tricky. We'll place one again upside down, and then to the right of this we're going to place a normal block of brick. Above this we're going to place 2 red concrete powder, 3x2 of gravel. That's going to be for the little door area. To the left of this we're then going to extend 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 using light grey. We're then going to go black concrete and polished diorite, so all the way across, intertwining between the two. Again, this one's slightly different to the other rooms where it's white and black. Once again, this is polished diorite and black concrete. Again, our layer of red concrete powder, 3 layers of gravel, and that's going to be the wall, which is going to link up with the restrooms. So again, if you want to pause, you're more than welcome to do so. It's going to be 9 blocks wide, and then also 7 blocks tall. For the final side, of course, it's going to be this area here. We're going to link it up by placing a diagonal 6 blocks of light grey concrete powder. We're then, once again, for the final time, going to intertwine between the polished diorite and black concrete, followed by a layer of red concrete powder, followed by 3 layers of gravel. It's going to bring you all the way to the top, and it's going to give you something that looks like this. So again, I'll give you a few different views, so you can pause and catch up if necessary. With regards to the floor in this area, we're going to look at it from the perspective of the door here. We're going to start off by building a basic pattern of polished diorite and black concrete. So starting off with black concrete, we're going to go black concrete, polished diorite, black concrete, polished diorite, black concrete, polished diorite, black concrete, polished diorite, and black concrete. And we're going to repeat this again crisscross. However, there is going to be an exception, which I'll talk about in a moment. So I'll fill it in whilst talking. But there is going to be an area in the floor which is going to have almost like a little hole, a little crater, if you will. And that's going to have some glass in it just to mix it up and make it a bit more accurate to the actual game. So again, as you can see, it's a simple case of intertwining between the two of the black concrete and polished diorite, and then we're going to punch out a few blocks and replace with our black glass blocks. So as a finish here, you'll end up having something that looks like this. What we're then going to do, as I said, is grab your black stained glass. We're going to come to the black concrete in front of the brick door. We're going to go 1 forwards, and we're going to punch this block out. From here, we're going to go 1, 2 forwards. To the right of this, we're then going to place again 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go to the second block and go 1 block to the right. Now underneath all of this, we're going to indent some black concrete. So replace the floor underneath with black concrete, and then what we're going to do is we're going to fill it with black stained glass, with the exception of this 1 block in the bottom left corner. We'll leave that empty, and for now, it will end up looking something like this. Now, with regards to the ceiling, we're going to grab ourselves our stone brick stairs. On top of the gravel here, we'll place a brick, and then we're going to place a solid ring of upside down stone brick stairs going around the perimeter of the top of the room. So again, it's a little tricky. Will require you a minute or two to kind of place them. As you can see here, it's being a bit of a pain in terms of the hitbox. It's very easy to place a normal stair or place various different kind of facing stairs, but again, you want to make sure you have this kind of solid ring going around the exterior of the top of the room. Again, that's 1 block above the gravel, and that will link up, and it will give you, if I can do it, that is, a solid ring, as you can see, like so. For the ceiling itself, we're going to fill it in with stone slabs in line with the stone brick stairs, so not on top of, just simply in line, and what this will give you is something that ends up looking like this. So at the moment it's got this kind of weird lighting glitch. We'll fix that in a second. What we're going to do is we're going to start on the left side in the 2 middle blocks. We're going to leave 1 block, punch out 2, leave 1 block, punch out 2, leave 1 block, punch out 2, and in all of these gaps here, so 3 gaps or 6 blocks in total, we're going to place 2 of our white glass on each. On top of the glass, we're once again going to place our glowstone lamps, and then next to the glowstone lamps, your source of power, redstone blocks in my case. I'm going to break through the ceiling here just to show you what it should look like inside. So again, you kind of have the ceiling nice and lit up and a nice kind of gloomy inner area for the secret kind of safe room. So that's going to be the roof. Again, I'll zoom up so you can see the flooring. And as I said, we're now going to move on to the next area, which I believe is going to be the restrooms. So for the restrooms, what we're going to start off by doing is coming in the actual restaurant. We're going to go through this door on the left side, and directly behind the door, we're going to start off behind on the right side, this light grey concrete. We're going to grab ourselves our black concrete. We're going to place one black concrete. We're then going to grab ourselves our white concrete, our black concrete powder, and also our light grey concrete. So above the black concrete here, we're going to place a white concrete. We're then going to place a black concrete powder, and then 4 light grey concrete. We're then going to go diagonal to side, and we're going to place one white concrete, one black concrete powder, and once again 4 light grey. That's going to intertwine with the door for the secret room, the safe room, if you will. We've also got this door area here, so we're going to leave a 1, 2, 3 block gap, and then we're going to go black concrete. Black concrete. We're then going to go white, black, white, black, white, and one final black. So it's going to be 9 blocks wide. And again, we're going to do the exact same for the second layer. So again, intertwining between the two, followed by a layer of 9 black concrete powder. And then on top of this, we're going to place 4 rows of our light grey concrete. So again, 4 rows of light grey concrete. What we're also going to do is directly above the door. So again, the door is going to be 3 blocks tall. Behind this red concrete here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4 rows of light grey concrete. That's going to be the first wall, and that's going to be the wall that merges with the entrance. With regards to the next wall, we're going to move around to this side. From here, we're going to go diagonal to the left using black concrete, and we're then going to expand 14 blocks to the left. We're going to go 1 white concrete, 1 black concrete, 1 white. This is the one occasion this happens. We're going to do 2 black concrete, 1 white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, black, and white. So again, it should be 15 blocks wide in total. Easy way to know if you've done that correctly is if you build all the way across, again, with the different colours. With the 2 blacks here, place 2 white, black, white, black, white. On top of this, we're going to place, as I said, 15 black concrete powder. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. As you can see, that's perfect. And then what we're going to do is place our 4 rows of light grey concrete. So 15 in total, 4 rows up. And that's going to give you a 15 wide by 7 tall area. And that's going to be the right side wall. What we are going to do, and this is going to be part of the detailing on the actual part of the interior, we are going to grab ourselves some of our packed ice. This is going to be a little mirror on the wall. So we grab ourselves our packed ice. We're going to come to the bottom left corner. We're going to go up diagonal to the right, and on this block, we're going to punch out 1, 2, 3, and also the 3 blocks above it, which are of course the concrete powder. Replace the 3x2 area with our packed ice. As I said, that's going to be kind of a little mirror area once we build the interiors of the bathrooms. Working our way around to the next side, we're going to go diagonal from this white concrete here. So we're going to go black concrete, and we're going to work our way 13 blocks in total, so 12 blocks to the left, alternating between the black and white concrete. An easy way to know is you should come 1 block away from the edge of the previous wall, as I said, because we'll be building to side like so. So again, alternating between the two, we'll add a second layer using, again, the black and white concrete. We'll cap it off with a 3rd layer of black concrete powder, and then we're going to do 4 layers of light grey concrete. So again, that's 4 layers of light grey concrete, and that's going to be the kind of rear wall within the building, and that's going to be almost like where the dividers between the 2 walls, because we're going to be splitting this room into 2. So that's the rear wall. Again, that's 13 wide and 7 tall. If you want to pause, you're more than welcome to do so. And we're now going to start working on the final wall, which is this one right here, as you may have guessed. So we're going to start on the left side. We've already got the white concrete here. We're going to leave a 2 block gap, and we're going to place a black concrete. We're then going to alternate between the 2. So again, black and white concrete all the way across until we come in contact diagonally with the black concrete here. In that case, we then add a second layer, so again alternating between the black and white concrete, and then we're going to add a third layer of black concrete powder, followed by 4 layers of light grey concrete. So again, that's 4 layers of light grey concrete. What we'll then do, just like we did on the other side, is we're going to punch out a little 3x2 area. So we're going to come to the bottom right corner, go up diagonal to left 1, and punch out a row of 3, second row, and place a 3x2 area of packed ice. What we're also going to do above the doorway is next to the red concrete powder here, we're going to place a 4x2 area of light grey concrete. That's just going to cap that off, and that's going to be the side of the wall. So for this area, what we're going to do is we're also going to replace the floor now with our polished diorite. So let's grab that onto the hotbar. So again, the floor is going to be polished diorite, and then we're going to have some dividing walls in the middle. So once again, I am going to pause the video here, do that off camera, and then we'll be right back in a moment. Okay, so once you've filled in the floor, it looks something like this. Looking at it from the perspective of the front entrance, what we're also then going to do is go to the back left corner. We're going to leave a 6-block gap, and we're going to punch out a row of 11 in front of this black concrete here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In this gap, we'll just fill it in for now using black concrete powder. It doesn't really matter, it will be covered up. We're going to go 1 to the left and 1 to the right on the end. We're also then going to leave a 1, 2-block gap, and on the third row here, we're going to go 4 to the left and also 4 to the right, like so. We're also then going to leave a 2-block gap in between the 3-block gap, 3 blocks of black concrete here, 2-block gap on the right, and then 3 black concrete powder. Again, it doesn't really matter what block you use, but essentially this is going to be the layout for the walls that we are going to build to divide the 2 restrooms. So we're going to start off on the left side here, following this template we've just built. We're going to place 1 white concrete and 2 black concrete, followed by 1 black concrete, 1 white, and 1 black. On top of here, we're going to build up 2. We're then going to build to the right 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 down. And that's going to be the door number 1. On the left side here, we're going to place 2 black concrete powder. We're then going to place 3 rows of our light grey concrete powder on top of the door, and 4 on the left side, so it comes up to the exact same height as the other side. Again, trying to give you as many different angles as possible. To the right of the door, we're going to place 1 white concrete. We're then going to place a black concrete powder, and 4 light grey concrete. We're then going to place 4 black concrete for the second door, 1, 2, 3 to the right, and 3 blocks down. And then we're going to go 1 to the right using black concrete. We're going to go white concrete, black concrete powder, and to the right of this, again, white concrete, black concrete powder, and on top of all of it, 4 on the right side, 3 on above the door, using our light grey concrete. So that's going to be the main kind of door area, the main dividers between the room. We're also then got the central door area, so the central wall, and also these kind of 2 split off areas, which is where the cubicles are going to be located next to. So starting on the left side, we're going to expand 1 to the left using white concrete. We're then going to go black concrete, and from here we're going to go diagonal white, black, and alternate between them like so. So again, white and black alternating between the 2. We're then going to cap it off with a row of black concrete powder, and on top of all of this, we're going to do 4 layers of light grey concrete. So again, 4 layers of light grey concrete. That will then give us this area, so when you walk in the door, you're presented with a wall, you wrap around to the side, you come in here, and then you're met with the bathroom, whichever one that would be, whether that's male or female. We're going to do the exact same on the other side. So again, we're going to alternate. So we've got black concrete here, so we're going to go white concrete, black, white, and black. Alternate between the 2 blocks, followed by a layer of black concrete, 4 layers of light grey concrete, and again, it's the exact same logic. So you come in the door, you're met with a wall, you wrap around, that's going to be the second toilet. Now this area in the middle, which is where the actual 2 toilets are divided, we are going to place, starting off, we'll place a black concrete. We're then going to place a second black concrete, and we're going to go white, black, white, black, white, black, and then alternate between the 2 like so, to once again give us our 2 tool area. A layer of black concrete, And then just like we've done previously, we're going to do 4 layers of light grey concrete. So very nice and simple. That's going to divide the 2 restrooms nicely. From above, it'll end up looking something like this. And with regards to the roof, which is what we're going to work on now, with the lights, we're going to use, again, a very similar trick as to we did with the previous one. So we're going to grab ourselves our stone brick stairs and our stone slabs. For the first section, at least, what we're going to do is in line with the top of the concrete here, we're going to place a ring of stairs. So again, a ring of stairs all the way around the top in line with the light grey concrete. And then in the middle area, we're going to fill it in line with the stairs using our stone slabs. So again, this is the exact same as the roof we did previously. What we'll do is, starting on the left side, we're going to leave 2 blocks, punch out 2, leave 2 blocks, punch out 2, leave 2 blocks, punch out 2, and of course leave 2 blocks. In each of the gaps, we're going to place our white glass, like so. And then above the white glass, redstone lamps, and to the side of the redstone lamps, we're going to place our redstone. So again, it doesn't really matter where you place all of it, as long as it's lit up. If I come through here now, it will look like this. So that's perfect. That's going to be this little corridor here. Now, once we actually get into the bathrooms itself, the roof is going to change, or the ceiling is going to change, should I say. So what we're going to do is, in line with the roof here, we're going to grab ourselves our stone slabs, and we're going to fill it in with the upper half of the block. So in line with the upper half of the block, we're going to fill it all in solid for the remaining areas using our slabs. There's going to be a whole bunch of lights we're going to add, but for now this is the first step. So again, fill in all the areas with our stone slabs. And then starting on the left side, just so we can get a bit of perspective as to what it should be looking like, we are going to start at the bottom right corner. We're going to leave this block. We're going to punch out 2 to the left. 1, 2, punch out 2. And then what we're going to do is punch out 3 rows of 4. So starting at the back left corner, we're going to go diagonal and punch out 4. We're going to leave 1 block forwards, again punch out 4, 1 block forwards, punch out 4. And in all of these, we're going to place glass, and above all of the glass, you know what's coming. It's going to be a mixture of the redstone lamps and also our redstone blocks to power them. So again, nice and simple. If I fill that all in, you'll see what the left side looks like, and then we'll copy that on the right side. Once again, I'll do that off camera just to save a little bit of time. So from above, looks like this, and if we shoot down into the actual bathroom itself, it will look something like this. So that's perfect. That's the left side. Again, we're going to repeat this on the right side. So I'm going to do that off camera if I can actually fly out, and I'll be back in a moment once that is complete. Alrighty, so as you can see, that is the roofs for the bathroom area complete. Again, we will shoot on into the restaurant just to have a look at what it looks like so far. So of course we've got the main room, Pirates Cove, the storage area or / utility area. We've got the safe room behind this door, and then of course we now have the 2 restrooms, so the one on the left and also the one I just completed off camera on the right side. Perfect. So the next thing we're going to do, as we are of course going in a kind of clockwise rotationary order, is going to be the kitchen area. So that's going to be at the back left corner to the left of this kind of little desk area that or prize area should I say, that we put in previously. So it's going to be behind this red concrete area, the door we built previously. So if we walk through here, we're going to come and start building from this point. So we're going to start off by grabbing ourselves our polished diorite, and we're also going to need our white concrete. So that's the 2 main blocks we're going to be using. We'll also use some white stained glass, and also for the floor, we'll be using our terracotta, and also, I'll have to grab it, our polished granite. So again, let's grab the polished granite, the cyan terracotta, and the terracotta. And as I said before, starting off behind the red concrete here on the left side, we're going to place a 2x2 of polished diorite. On top of this, we're going to place a 4x2 of white concrete. On the right side, we're going to leave a 1-2 block gap. We're going to place 2 polished diorite, once again 4 white concrete, and above the door, we're going to place, so we'll leave a 2 block gap, we're going to place 2 white stained glass, and then a 3x2 area of white concrete. To the right area here, we're going to place 3 polished diorite. We're then going to place a 3x2 of white stained glass, and on top of that, 3 layers of white concrete. To the right of this, we're then going to go 6 blocks to the right using polished diorite, add a second layer again of 6 polished diorite, and then build all the way to the top using white concrete. So again, in total, that's going to be 4 layers of white concrete and 2 layers of diorite. So right now, the area, this wall, the first wall should be 14 blocks wide, 6 blocks tall, and again, that's going to be our entrance wall, so the primary wall. We're going to work our way now to the left. So from this area here, we're going to go diagonal with our polished diorite. We're then going to go 8 to the left, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on top of this, we're going to add a second layer, and then 4 layers of white concrete. So once again, this is 9 blocks wide, 6 blocks tall. Again, very, very simple. And that's going to be the wall to the left, or should I say to the right, actually, of the door. With regards to the rear wall, we're going to go diagonal again to the left using our polished diorite, and we're going to build 13 blocks to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. On top of this, we'll add a second layer of polished diorite, and then just like we did previously, it's going to be 4 layers of our white concrete. So again, that's 4 layers of 14 white concrete. That's going to be a 14 wide by 6 tall area. There is going to be a few small details we'll actually punch in prior to the next video. So we'll actually grab ourselves our yellow concrete back, and what we're going to do is we'll come to the bottom left corner, second and third block replace with yellow concrete, leave a 1 block gap, punch out 2 more yellow concrete, and we'll also replace the 2 blocks in front of it on the floor once again with yellow concrete. That's going to be the rear wall. That brings us now to the final wall, which is also going to incorporate the door, which we built previously. So starting on the left side, we're going to go diagonal. We'll place 5. We're then going to place a second layer of 5, and then 4 layers of 5 white concrete. So again, that's 4 layers of 5 white concrete. On the right side, we're going to place 2 polished diorite, second layer, and then we're going to place 4 layers of 2 white concrete. Above the door, we're going to place 3 layers of white concrete, so it's a 3 tall door, and then 3 layers of white concrete. From the outside, you should be able to see the underside of the white concrete like so. Now, the floor in here is slightly more complex. It's not really, but it's split up into 2 different areas. So we've got the granite side, or the granite side, and then we've got the terracotta side. So starting with the terracotta side, in the bottom left corner, we're going to place 1 terracotta, 1 cyan, 2 terracotta, 1 cyan, and 3 terracotta. So again, I'll back up so you can see. We're then going to build this all the way across, so we'll just punch all the way across to build the dividing line. You know you've done it correctly, because it should be 2 to the right of the yellow concrete, and that's kind of the giveaway point as to the fact that you've done it as you should have. So don't worry about it, as I said for now, I'll fill this in off camera. The area to the right is going to be out of our polished granite, so this block right here, and again that's going to be all solid, and it's because of course the kitchen will be split up once we start working on the details. With regards to the roof for the kitchen, it's going to be very, very simple. It's going to be using our polished diorite. What we're going to do is once again build 1 up on the white, and then build a layer on top of the area, and that's going to be our roof. Once again, I'll fill this in off camera, and I'll be right back in a moment once it's all complete. Alrighty, so from the front perspective, of course the front being over there, it will end up looking like this. We're then going to grab ourselves our sea lanterns, so slightly different lighting in this room. We'll come to the bottom right corner, and we're going to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the second block in, we'll place a sea lantern. We're also going to go to the top right corner, third block from left, forwards 1, and place a second sea lantern. From here, we're going to go diagonal once, twice, to the left, 1, 2 to the left, punch out, replace with a sea lantern, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the left, 1 forwards, and replace with a 4th and final sea lantern. So from above, it ends up looking something like this, and once again I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. So if we scoot into here, you can see this is now the kitchen area. Now with regards to this little area here, what we're also going to do is we'll grab ourselves some iron trap doors, and we're going to place a row, if I can find them. We're going to grab ourselves, as I said, 3 iron trapdoors. We're going to place 1, 2, 3 across the counter like so. And then once you've done that, feel free to chuck them out because we won't be using them anymore. So that is the kitchen area. That brings us now to the final section of the build, which is going to be the kind of corridors, the office, and the little storage room in the back corner. So not too much. Again, hopefully you're liking the video so far. If you are, again, a like is very much appreciated. Appreciate the video is quite a long one, so thank you for sticking it out. And again, thank you for all the support on this series so far. But yeah, anyways, as I said, what we're going to do now is crack on with the rear corridors, the office area, and then finally wrap up with the storage room. Okay, so for the final part of the build, as I mentioned before, the kind of back hallways and the office area, we're going to start off on the left side, and we're going to start directly behind this door that we've already existently built. We're going to grab ourselves our light grey concrete powder, and what we're going to do is we're going to go diagonal from this one here, and we're going to place 20 light grey concrete powders. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, and it'll be 1 block away from the edge, as you would expect. What we're then going to do is, as always, grab ourselves our white and black concrete, and we're going to alternate between the 2 colours all the way across. So again, making sure that none of the colours combine and that they're always kind of going with this checkerboard crisscross pattern. So as I do this, what I'm going to do is again grab the red concrete, because we're going to continue with the theme of red concrete by placing a layer of 20 red concrete on top, and then once we've done that, we are going to swap out for the light grey concrete, and we're going to place 2 layers of light grey concrete on top of the red concrete, and that's going to be the left side of the hallway. So again, that's 20 blocks wide and 6 blocks tall, and again, very, very simple, ends up looking something like this. Once we get to the end of the wall, we're then going to continue round, so we're going to once again go diagonal, and we're going to place 5 in total, so diagonal and 4. Starting off on the left side, we're going to go black concrete first, and again alternate between the 2 colours with 5 red concrete on top, and then 2 layers of 5 light grey concrete, and that's going to be the back wall, and again, very, very simple, ends up looking something like this. Now, merging around to the office side, what we're going to do is we're going to go diagonal to the right and to right one. We're then going to punch out 2 blocks. We're going to grab ourselves our stone brick stairs, which I believe I actually threw away earlier, so let's grab those back. And we're going to place a stone brick stair on the left side towards us, and on the right side away from us, and it's going to give you an effect that looks like this. From here, we're then going to place 15 light grey concrete powder, and that should link all the way back to the original point here next to the door, which we have left on purposely empty. Now, I haven't forgotten about here. You are going to change the floor eventually, but we'll do that in the next video. For now, we're going to continue. So going back over to the left side by placing black concrete, white concrete. We're then going to place 1 black, leave a 2 block gap, 1 white, and then start crisscrossing from this point. And if you've done it correctly, you'll see it matches up with the already existent blocks that we placed previously, which is always nice and makes life slightly easier. So as I do this, you'll see, again, that's 2 layers tall, but there is a 2 by 2 gap here empty. What we're going to do is we're going to build this all the way across. So again, that's going to be 20 blocks wide using our red concrete. And then we're going to place on top of it, you guessed it, 2 layers of light grey concrete. So that's 2 layers of 20 light grey concrete. And it ends up looking, if I back up, something like this. So that's going to be our left hallway. Now, what we're going to do, and this is where inventory management becomes a consistent pain, is we are going to grab some of our light grey stained glass panes. So again, that's the light grey stained glass panes, and we are going to place a 2 by 2 in this little gap here, in the little window hole, and that's what it's going to end up looking like. So again, if you want to pause here, you are more than welcome to do so. That is the left corridor so far. The next step for the left corridor is to work on the floor. Now, the floor is a bit of a pain, I won't lie. What we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves some blue concrete and some red concrete and also some black, and we're going to do a crisscross pattern, but this time it's going to be slightly different. So what we're going to do is, starting off behind the light grey concrete powder here, we're going to replace black concrete, and we're going to crisscross all the way down using the black concrete. So again, it's going to be one black concrete, gap, etc, etc, and I'll do the first 2 rows just so you get the idea, but then once we've done that, I'll do the rest off camera. What we're then going to do is, in between the first rows, so towards the main eating area, we're going to do 6 red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to, after that, do 4 blue. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4 blue. And it's going to alternate between blue and red. So 6 red and 4 blue. And we're going to continue that all the way across. Now, with regards to the roof, what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves our polished diorite. We're going to place a block on top, and we're going to bring it 1 block forwards and cover the roof using polished diorite. Now, there will be a few slabs that we'll be placing underneath, so we'll do that in a moment. And there will be some more details, but again, that will be something we'll focus on in the next video. For now, as I said, again, it's just a case of filling it all in using the polished diorite, which I'm doing as we speak, and then we're going to add 3 sea lanterns and some slabs. So first off, as you can see, ends up looking something like this. What we're going to do is, starting at the front, we're going to go to the middle block, so the third one. We're going to leave 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th block, we're going to replace with a sea lantern. So again, that's 1 sea lantern. We're then going to leave a 6 block gap, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Place another sea lantern on the 7th block. We're then going to leave a 5 block gap, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th block, place another sea lantern. And it ends up looking something, if I actually clear my inventory up a little bit. Where did I put the diorite? I've lost it. We'll come back to that. So it should end up looking something like this. On the first tab, of course it was. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop on in here, and we're going to grab ourselves our stone brick slabs, which again I think I may have discarded, so we'll grab those back. And what we're going to do is just an inner kind of rim around the interior of this area here. Again, there will be some details, but for now it's just kind of this little ring around the outside of the inside of the roof. I know that's a bit of a word jumble, but it ends up looking like this. So as I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video here, I will finish up the floor, and then we shall continue round to the office area. Okay, so you can see it ends up looking like this, as I said, crisscross between red and blue, and of course that's going to be 6 red and 4 blue. That's kind of how it merges as the pattern. So if we head through this door here, we're going to come out in the new area. So if I back up, you'll see the right corridor is going to go there, and then you've got this little bit in the middle, which is of course the famous office area. So what we're going to do is, from this light grey concrete powder, we're going to go out diagonal, and we're going to place a row of 5 light grey concrete powder. So again, that is 5 light grey concrete powder. What we're going to do is, on top of this, we are going to place black concrete, white, and black, and again alternate for the second layer with a row of 5 red concrete on top. And just like we did previously on the corridor areas, we're going to grab ourselves our light grey concrete. We're going to do 2 layers of light grey concrete, and that's going to be the rear wall. With regards to the right side door, we're going to again go diagonal, so 2, leave a 2 block gap, and place 1, 2, 3 like so. On top of this, we're going to go black concrete, and then white, black. And then on the other side, we're going to go black, white. We're also then going to grab ourselves our glass, which I believe I threw away in here. So we'll go retrieve that. There it is. And we're going to place our 2x2 window, just like we did on the other side. Then we can chuck this away because we no longer need it. Perfect. So if I then come to here, what we're going to do is grab ourselves our stone brick stairs, left side towards us, whoops, and right side away from us. Again, same effect as we had on the other side. What we'll also do is we'll expand this 1 block further out, and then we're going to place a white and black concrete like so. We're going to cap this off with a row of red concrete, followed by, you guessed it, 2 rows of light grey concrete, and that's going to give us the third and second to last wall in this office area. So again, currently, from the front side at least, looking like so. So the second, or the final wall actually, sorry, is going to be, from here we're going to go diagonal, and we're going to place a row of 5 of our concrete powder. On top of this, we are going to go, whoops, it's not diagonal, it's going to be to the right of this one here. We're going to go 5 to the right using our light grey concrete powder. On top of this, we're going to go black, white, black, white, black, and again alternate for the second layer, row of red concrete, 2 rows of light grey concrete, and that's going to be the main area. With regards to the floor, it's going to be a black and white checkerboard pattern, so we're going to start from the back left corner and do the black concrete first. I'll do it on camera because it is a pretty small area, so it's pretty quick to do. As I said, it's just replacing and making sure that none of them connect, and then fill in the remaining area with white concrete, and it's going to give us this lovely black and white chessboard style pattern. So once I've done that, I'll back up. You can now see from above, looking like so. With regards to the roof area, it's going to follow again a very similar kind of basic pattern. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves our stone brick stairs, and in line with the top of the light grey concrete, we're going to start off in the back corners by grabbing ourselves a grey concrete. We're going to place one grey concrete in the back left and back right corners, and then around the rest of the area we're going to do a solid loop of upside down stone brick stairs, again all in line with the top row of the walls. What we're then going to do is grab ourselves our stone slab, which again I think I've thrown away, not selecting the best ones to throw for sure, and in line with the stairs we're again going to place a row of slabs. What we're going to do is on the second slab we're going to punch this out. We're going to grab ourselves our white glass, which again I've happened to have thrown out, so white glass. We're going to place one white glass. You guessed above, we're going to grab ourselves a redstone lamp, and then we're going to grab ourselves a block of redstone like so to light it all up, and if we pop in here now, the roof will end up looking something like this. Now for the right corridor, so again this is going to be out this door just here. What we're going to do is we are going to expand all the way to the left using our light grey concrete powder. That's going to link up to the area we placed here previously, and again, you guessed it, another alternation between black and white concrete. I feel like that's probably one of the most common things within this video today, so apologies if you're almost frustrated at this point of just hearing the words black and white alternations or black and white checkerboard pattern. There is a lot of it going on, but of course that is kind of the theme with a lot of the FNAF restaurant builds, given the era, the theme, etc, etc. So that's going to be the wall. Again, it's 20 blocks wide. That's the one that kind of mirrors with the actual office area. Starting on this side, we're going to start in the corner. We're going to go diagonal, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3 light grey concrete powder. We're then going to leave a 4 block gap, so 3 and 4, and then we're going to place all the way to the end, minus 1 block, using our light grey concrete powder once more. What we're going to do is, starting on the right side, we're going to go white, black, white, and then alternate it like so. And then on the left side, we're going to start with black concrete, and we're going to alternate again with the black and white concrete, like so. So again, continue all the way across and fill in the gaps. Just the white concrete left. Then, as always, a row of red concrete above. So solid row of red concrete, and exact same on these 3 blocks here. And then we're going to link it all together with a nice big 2 rows of light grey concrete. So again, that goes all the way across, even over the gap, the 4 block gap. In this 4 block gap, we're going to build an arch out of cyan terracotta. So we're going to go 1 block backwards, so diagonal from here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're then going to go 1, 2, 3 to the right and down, and that's going to give us a 4x4 archway, and that's going to be going into the final room we'll be working on in a moment. For the final side of this area here, we're going to go to the rear point. We're going to place 5 blocks of light grey concrete powder, again diagonal. We're going to start off with white concrete, so we're going to go white, black, white, black, white, and then again alternate red concrete, 2 layers of grey, or light grey, should I say, concrete, and that's going to be the rear wall. So again, exact same as the other side. The floor is also going to follow the same pattern, so again 6 red, 4 blue, so I'll worry about that off camera. And with regards to the roof, we're going to be using this time our polished diorite. So again, we're going to build up 1 and cover the whole roof using polished diorite, and then we're going to add some sea lanterns in between. So again, I'm going to cut the video here, finish the floor, the roof, everything in between, and then we'll move on to the very last room in the building. Okie dokie, so you can see I've filled in the roof, also the floor in here. As we did previously, we're also going to add the sea lanterns. So again, middle one, 3 block gap, sea lantern like so. We're then going to do a 6 block gap, and then also finally a 5 block gap, and that's going to be the 3 sea lanterns, exact same as the other side, so nice and simple. So the next thing we're going to do, and again, it's what we did previously, is we're going to grab ourselves our stone brick slabs, and we're going to do a perimeter around the inside of the roof using the stone brick slabs. So again, that's all the way around the edges, and as I said many a time, there will be some more detail, various streamers and stuff like that all hanging off, but for now we'll keep it looking like this. With regards to the floor here, we're going to be changing that up a little bit as well. So we're going to start off by kind of merging it into the new room, or the final room, should I say. So we're going to start off by placing in this corner here 1 black concrete. We're then going to place a white concrete and 2 black concrete. This room is going to have the checkerboard pattern, so it's going to be pretty easy to follow. So without further ado, let's jump into here. Next to the cyan terracotta, we're going to start off with a light grey concrete powder. We're then going to place 1 white, 1 black, and 1 red. So the building in here is only going to be 4 blocks tall. From here, we're going to go diagonal, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. And on top of this, we're going to go black, white, black, white, black, and alternate for the second layer, with the 4th layer being solid red concrete. This area here, the outer wall, is going to stay the same. We're not going to be building onto that, so that's going to be the edge. On the left side, we are, however, going to extend 1 to the left using light grey concrete powder with a black concrete, a white concrete, and a red. And then we're going to go diagonal and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to link up with the wall just like it did on the other side. And again, alternate between the colours with red concrete on top, like so. As I mentioned previously, the floor in here is going to be the white and black checkerboard. So simply go ahead and replace all of the blocks with white and black, making sure, again, they don't clash. You can keep it black concrete powder if you want to. I've been changing it to black concrete just because it gives it a much cleaner kind of look. So that's why we go with that. Again, not too much of a task. As you can see, ends up looking something like this. So that brings us to the final step, which is the final section of the roof. On top of the red, we're going to place a polished diorite. We're then going to fill in the area above the roof, so 1 block above, using our polished diorite. And as simple as that, there's not going to be any lights in this room at all. As soon as you've done that, that is the build in its current point complete. So you should have something that looks like this. It really does look proper crazy when you look at it like this. I appreciate that. But that is over an hour's worth of everyone's work. So again, awesome job, everyone. Hopefully it all looks like this, and hopefully you're liking the build so far. Let me clean up my hotbar and we'll have a little look around. Again, I appreciate it's pretty dark in here, but as I said, we'll sort that in the next video. So for now, as I said, we have the dining hall, and then to the left of it, we have the safe room. We have the bathrooms, 2 of them in total. We have the kitchen with an exit. We have this little gift stand. We have the left corridor, the little office area, the security office. The right corridor, we have the utility room, again pretty dark in there. We have Pirate's Cove, and we have the repair/storage area. So I'm going to wrap up the video here. I really do hope you enjoyed, and again, thank you so much for all the support on the previous video. Again, it's very much appreciated. Again, if you did enjoy this video, a like is appreciated, and if you have any ideas, suggestions, or anything in between, please leave a comment down below. If you haven't already, and that's a fair few of you, around 80% actually, subscribed, definitely consider doing so. Again, really trying to get to the 100k subscriber mark before the new year, so it really does mean a lot. If you want to join the Minecraft server, once again, that's tantonetwork.com. That's PC only and is free to join, so feel free to come and join us. Play with me, myself, and the build team. Build some awesome designs and maybe get even featured on the channel, up to you. And also, again, if you want to support the channel, use Gummmyyy on the Fortnite and Epic Games supporter creator scheme. So that's Gummmyyy, Gummmyyy with 3 M's and 3 Y's. It means every time you purchase something, whether that's a skin, an emote, a battle pass, anything at all, it doesn't cost you anything extra and helps terrifically for me to do this on a full-time basis. So anyways, apart from that, again, thank you for watching. Appreciate it's been a while, but until next time, my name has been Gummmyyy, and goodbye.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light